And now, the general weather around Alaska.
Starting off with satellite imagery for today. Out to the west here, you can see the next system with a lot of clouds here spreading into the northwest Bering Sea, and another system off to the west of coming out the Kamchatka Peninsula there, spreading moisture into the western Aleutians. Otherwise, drier conditions with lighter winds here to the east and up into the southwest interior areas. Gulf of Alaska, low pressure here circulating in the area that continues to push surges of moisture up into the southeast coast with some shower activity kind of on the moderate to little bit heavy side during the day today, both at Sitka and Yakutat. Sitka picking up about 3/4 of an inch of rain today, with Yakutat around 8/10 of an inch. Lighter amounts to the east and south there, and then showers here moving westward along the North Gulf Coast in toward Prince William Sound. Pretty cloudy day over the Copper River Basin southeast interior area, and basically some light snow up along the western Arctic coast, central Arctic coast westward there to about Point Hope, Cape Lisburne area. And looking at today's weather, you can see another front developing here in the Gulf of Alaska with this low that's farther to the south there, the low center just barely into the Gulf of Alaska, actually just south of the area. But again, some rain starting to increase again this afternoon for the southeast coast and extending with some showers up into Prince William Sound. Fair with some sunshine in a swath here from the upper Yukon Valley, southwestward into northern Cook Inlet, into the Kuskokwim Valley, right on down into northeast Bristol Bay there. And some scattered showers, still pretty breezy with some gusty north to northwest winds over the Alaska Peninsula. And some light snow continues to fall on the central and western Arctic coasts there. Accumulations less than half an inch in most areas there, but kind of a continuous light snowfall going on up there. Expected to continue through tonight. Some of that will slip on down to the northern Seward Peninsula, or has to a certain extent. And then here's this next system moving into the northwestern Bering Sea. Tonight, we have the other one here getting onto the map here. But staying to the south of the chain there, with the main jet staying south of the Aleutians as well. And this system dropping into the northwest Bering Sea will spread a chance of some moisture into St. Lawrence Island late tonight. And again, some light snow possible around Shishmaref, extending northward there with light snow continuing for the western and central Arctic coast. Scattered light snow showers over the interior, otherwise light winds, dry conditions for Kodiak Island, and diminishing winds with still some scattered showers for the Alaska Peninsula. And a weak front here lying along the southeast coast up to just south of the North Gulf Coast will produce areas of showers pushing westward into Prince William Sound. Some of those could spill into northern Cook Inlet, more likely Turnagain Arm, possibly the Manuska Valley. Scattered snow showers of the light variety here over the Copper River Basin. And then for tomorrow, that low tracks eastward now and kind of intensifies a little bit here with another front developing and bringing increasing winds into the southern panhandle. Not gales at this point, they're mostly small craft advisory level winds here for the south coast. That'll spread more rain into the area there tomorrow, later tonight and tomorrow, keeping it wet all the way up to the north, but drying out for the North Gulf Coast, maybe some clearing there. Yakutat over toward Cordova. Areas of light snow in the central interior to the west, dry to the east, dry with light winds. Light snow continues with a weak trough up there along the western Arctic coast. And this system pushing some light rain chances into the southwest coast, Nunivak Island, back to the Pribilofs. This system, again, tracking eastward south of the chain there, but close enough to bring some light rain into Adak and Atka. And partly sunny skies with light winds for Unalaska, Nikolsky, Dutch Harbor over into the Alaska Peninsula. And then for the day on Wednesday, this system, let me back it up here, this just falls to pieces here. Maybe a few showers is all that's left as it tracks eastward here and dissolves. A few showers along the Alaska Peninsula, otherwise variably cloudy, maybe some clearing here over the interior areas. A little bit more widespread clearing possible here for south central Alaska, Susitna Valley, into the Copper River Basin. Area light snow up here over the north central interior areas up to the Brooks Range, especially the Koyukuk Valley there. And just a few flurries along the Arctic coast now as it dries out on the west side. Stronger system coming into the western Bering here will spread 25 knot winds, give or take, maybe a little gustier there for the western Aleutians, but no gales anticipated with the front at this point in time, and then some light rain with a warm front for Adak and Atka. Low pressure here now on the just south of the Cordova area and associated trough will keep it wet and unsettled for the Panhandle and at least into the eastern North Gulf Coast. And again, drier conditions back to the west. Maybe a mostly sunny or sunny day for Kodiak Island. And for the lows tonight in the 40s for the Panhandle, 30s here across southern Alaska, all the way out to the southwest coast and the Pribilof Islands, right around 40 for the Aleutians, and 20s central interior, teens for the Arctic coast, and portions of the North Slope, upper 20s and 30s for the Arctic coast. Highs for tomorrow, upper 30s to near 40 for the interior there, and again, 30s from the Brooks Range out to the Arctic coast, and in the 40s here for south central Alaska, mid 40s for Bristol Bay, 40s to lower 50s for the Panhandle. Lows in the 40 to 45 degree range for the southeast coast Wednesday morning. Otherwise, 15 to 20 for the Brooks Range, in the 20s for the North Slope and Arctic coast, in the 20s here in the central interior, and again, mid 20s for the Copper River Basin, but staying in the mid 30s here for south central Alaska, down toward the Kenai Peninsula as well as Kodiak Island, but 20s for Bristol Bay now, and in the 30s to lower 40s for the Aleutians. And for the highs on Wednesday afternoon, looking at mid to upper 40s for the south central Alaska area, maybe near 50 around Talkeetna, depending on how much sun comes out. Upper 40s near 50 for the Alaska Peninsula and Kodiak Island, and 40s to lower 50s for the southeast coast. Upper 30s to near 40, central interior, not too bad, and then 20s to lower 30s for the Brooks Range.